Mrs. Madrigal, are those the envelopes for concert and symphonic?
Yes.
Okay. Concert and symphonic band, when we're done with the award ceremony, while the wind ensemble's warming up, we'll have your award envelopes here. Some of you that are the letter, your certificate, all that will be up front. So as soon as I'm done with the awards, you can feel free to come up and we'll get those out to you. We have a group of students we'd like to recognize. We call this the Above and Beyond Award. These are students that were, this is not just you did your job or you did your leadership position that you did. You went above and beyond. You just went the extra mile. And this could be, usually these awards, I ask the parents who are in charge of some of the committee chairs, hey, what kids really volunteered and were really helpful to you in your position? Mr. Stone and I chipped in a few, but I'd like them to come get their Above and Beyond certificate as their name is mentioned, please. Jonathan Emerson. There's quite a few, just like we hold applause at the end. Melissa Wojcik. Gwen Moore. Ryan Marlowe. Rebecca Emerson. Evan Richards. Reed Hawkins. Colin Judge. Emma Gardner. Evan Boyd. Nia Masquoi. Madeline Morsi. There's a bunch more. Colton Leverett. Susie Gwynn. Zach Brightfield. Jacob Austin. So I have Jacob Austin, Colton, and Zach Brightfield. And Madeline, are you here? Ladies and gentlemen, this group of students, the band operates a ton on volunteers, and without students going the extra mile and giving up their extra time, all the things otherwise, Mr. Stone and I would be here literally till all hours of the night. We are so thankful for you and your dedication and willingness to do odd jobs and just help out the band. Can we give these students a round of applause? We are going to do the Wind Ensemble Most Outstanding, Most Crescendo Awards during their concert. But there's a couple other things that we need to take care of. Our visual ensemble only meets technically in the fall during the marching band, but they also have had an indoor club and they've been doing some spinning and keeping their skills up over the course of the winter. These young ladies, they don't get a credit for doing band like everybody else, but we want to make sure to acknowledge some of the outstanding members. Literally, I tell the band this all the time. If you're a band member and you're out there in a marching band and you don't know a certain part of the show, or you may not know your music real well, you can fake it and nobody's going to know. But you're holding a 6-foot flag and you don't know your music or your routine, everybody's going to know. And so they have to really, it takes a lot of coordinated effort to make that happen in time, on time, every time. So we appreciate that. Our Visual Ensemble Crescendo Award. This is 2022, this is current. Crescendo Award, Addison Fricky. And our second Visual Ensemble Crescendo Award this year is Alexandra Wood. Most Outstanding Visual Ensemble Member, Miss Joy Snipes. And our second most outstanding visual ensemble member is Naya Masquet. Drum majors are here. Would you like to come up and present your award? Molly, Luke, Claire.
Hi.
Sorry. This trophy is vintage last century, 1999.
Hi, my name is Molly, and this is Luke and Gwen, and we have the honor of presenting our Section of the Year award. So Gwen is going to explain a little bit about what it is.
Okay. So Section of the Year, we look for a number of things. We run sectionals, especially at band camp, so we look at how they run their sectionals, how efficient they are, how well they learn their music, how soon they learn their music. We look for camaraderie within the section, if they're doing things outside of band, if they seem like they get along together, they're very inclusive. We look at the leadership within the section, we look at their behavior at rehearsals, and just if they stand out overall, if they have spirit, if they just are like the best section.
So obviously there are so many sections in the marching band that it's hard to get by this award without respecting some of our other sections who we also really thought about. So I'm going to introduce our top three, or our honorable mentions, and these were our ones that we really thought went above and beyond. So if I call your section, right, feel free to cheer, clap, whatever, right? You're in the running, okay? First section that we really considered, drumline. They're always on top of things, they're always well bonded. I believe they had to cover 2 lost parts. We're often marching with, I believe, 4 bass drums, so they did a fantastic job. Our second section that we would like to shout out is our alto saxophone section. At some points in the year during rehearsal, they sometimes drove me insane, but how they were so well bonded, they were honestly one of the funnest sections to be around, and also that caused them to get a lot of work done during sectionals, and I believe they contributed so much towards the band culture, so we really enjoyed it. So our last section that we'd like to shout out is our clarinet section. Every year, so the fact that they were able to get so much done with such a large section, they contributed to the band a lot. All right, so those 3 are in the running, and now Molly will introduce our section of the year.
Okay, so the section that we chose was pretty annoying at times, but honestly they were fun. Every time we went into their sectional, they knew what they were doing. We barely had any comments to give them, I think. So, if you guys would like to announce it with me.
Individuals we'd like to recognize as section leaders of the year. These are students who not only help their own sections, but really these were votes cast by the entire band. We said vote for anybody that you felt like did an amazing job. We wanted to award one. We do kind of a woodwind and then a brass percussion section leader. And these 2 people are fine individuals. Our brass section leader of the year goes to Mr. Jacob Mendoza. she had the smallest section in the band and had the most votes for Section Leader of the Year, Miss Emma Gardner. We also have 5 individuals here that we'd like to recognize with their plaques. These students made the All Virginia Band and Orchestra. I say this every year. This is the highest individual honor that a student can get in the state of Virginia, is making those ensembles. If you had an opportunity to see those concerts, what an amazing display of musicianship that those kids put on in two and a half short days. So I wanted to present the All-State plaques. First and foremost, to Fiona Lynn on oboe. Jacob, I need you to give this back to me because it says Jason Mendoza and I didn't do that.
Jason!
I do recognize Jacob Mendoza. From our saxophone section, Mr. Justin Yu. From our clarinet section, Ms. Gwen Moore. And last but not least, gentleman who made it all 4 years, Mr. Luke Christie. The band parents also give out several scholarship awards, and I'd like to announce those. I need 2 things from the people who I read your names. The first is a private lesson scholarship winners. They're $75 each. They'll pay for about 3 private lessons. What I need from each of these, if your name is called, I need you to tell me